campus of Northwestern University and home to the Wildcats, where the purple-clad fans are eager to get this one started. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a team from the Big 10, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Wildcats about to kick it away and get this season started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Colorado's offense has the ball first today. And here comes, for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you.
Great move. Now he's got room. Made a defender miss. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And so much for feeling each other out for a few plays. These guys come out spinning it.
All gas, no brakes. Come in and spin the magic bean on the opening play of the game, taking the shot. Doesn't get better than that if you're this quarterback.
Grab behind the line. It's Miller. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, let's look big picture at Colorado. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it on the outside. It's Miller. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Off play action. Moving out of the pocket. Caught in the backfield. It's Atkins. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Lewis to throw. Caught on the outside, it's Miller. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Well, it's a good decision by the quarterback, and I know you didn't get the first down, but the good news is you got a chunk of yards back, now setting up 4th and short and giving yourself an opportunity to go for it here and keep this drive going.
The Buffaloes will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Looking for the end zone. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
Well, this offense knew coming into the game with all of the rain, they had to be able to run the football and be physical, but when they throw it, they're just going to have to be a lot more precise. Ball's going to be slippery for the QB and receivers. They need to do a better job not slipping out of their breaks. As a result, they throw a pick. Bad execution.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Keeps it and gets the first down. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The toss to the right. He breaks a tackle. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the fly motion. Fights off a defender. He's guided out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a stick.
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Took a shot as he threw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, did not go through the uprights. You've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Lewis wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. Pocket breaking down. Able to make the catch, but not in the field of play. It's an incomplete pass. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. Back to pass. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And everyone needs to have their packages. When they go 5 wide and they spread you wide, what's your answers? And I like the defense right here, bringing pressure, getting to the quarterback, and hitting him as he throws the football.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot. But the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Pass interference. Offense.
They'll decline the... here and let the result of that play stand. And the Buffaloes will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Wagner. Turning it on! He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. It'll be third and long. Wants to throw again. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Northwestern will send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
And now on second down for this offense. Lewis to throw. That's caught. It's Miller. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the first down. And the Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. The run from the shotgun. Fighting off the defender. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the catch. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Another incompletion on third down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Lewis wants to pass. Going deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just dribbled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Another incompletion on third down. The Buffaloes send out the punt unit. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. There he goes! All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes he goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the Wildcats come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They turn to the passing game on third and short. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Power football with the run. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Northwestern making quick work on this drive. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got his man quickly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the short completion brings up second down. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Dead center perfect. The lead now 6 here in the second. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Liberty went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab some serious attention. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Flames ever do that? Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5.
Oh, he's got some space. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Lewis to throw. Fires to the middle. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Buffaloes line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Some misdirection with the counter. Plows through the defense. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Not much running room there. Your defender. And the Wildcats come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Northwestern will send out the punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. To fire from the pistol. Use the play fake, now to throw. That one comes out hot down the right side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen, but the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Nice move to keep running. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Still on his feet at the 45. Breaks away in the middle. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it's finished off with that thrilling 56-yarder for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Off play action on 1st down. Flips it out to the back. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Safe completion on the screen. And he's got enough for the 1st down. Well,
it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's coming. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play, clock running. They'll move the wide receiver. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking down the middle. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Caught behind the line. It's Atkins. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The screen, and watch out. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Caught near the sticks. It's Miller. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Buffaloes will hustle to the line. This time they'll go to the running game. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And the Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grab near the marker. It's Miller. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And how many first downs is that, guys, on this drive alone? This defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
Lewis wants to pass. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Makes the grab. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got his man. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. That is no good. And the lead remains at 1 after the miss. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great environment there today in Evanston. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ryan Field.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Buffaloes will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is. And you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
Caught over the middle. It's Covey. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Throwing right. Pulls it in. It's Wagner. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Swings it out to his running back. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the 5th kick of the night. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Buffaloes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. Out of the gun, they give to the back. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Trying play action. Makes the grab. It's Williams. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Lewis to throw. Looking left. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Buffaloes will punt this one away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Wildcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Got his man downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your quarterback out.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense trying to take it back. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Breaks into the open.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. First down here for the offense. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try the run. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back.
It's complete. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the Buffaloes trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Quick strike complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs!
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 14-6. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Notre Dame has the lead currently, but it hasn't come easy for the Golden Domers. They're in a tight one right now. They're up by a field goal over Michigan State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Dumps it off in the flats.
Guys have the backfield now. It's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. He'll do it himself. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Lewis wants to pass. This one's complete. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
The Buffaloes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Caught close to the marker, it's Miller. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Holding. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who've starred through the first 3 periods. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So 1st down will open up the final period. Hand off from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
Looking to the big tight end. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Lewis to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. Across the 35. Out of bounds at the 36. And a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
He's going for it all. Grabs it at the 25-inch stride.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
And the Buffaloes have this offense rolling. Motion from the back. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Welsh. Got enough space. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Just a crushing mistake on the penalty. Wipes out the touchdown, and now they'll have to try to get it together and score again. Looking to throw. Here comes the heat. Grabbed behind the line. It's Welch. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And this is so frustrating late in the game when you got to get the football back and you can't stop them. My goodness, this drive's been going play after play after play. This defense has got to find a way to bow up, make something happen, get a stop, and get the football back.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. Lewis wants to pass. Get it out on the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
They'll run it. It's Welsh. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado!
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Northwestern will send out the punt team. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off the play fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. The quarterback scrambled around with the defense, able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. The Buffaloes decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Punt is on its way. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
In this moment of the game, late, you need your quarterback to be playing his best football. This is when you need him to be the most accurate and to make the best decisions, and he has not yet completed a throw here in the fourth quarter. That is bad news for this offense.
Got his man on the outside.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They've got the screen set up. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Running a screen pass on third down can be feast or famine, and people going hungry after that one.
Yeah, defense, great job. And
he hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Buffaloes have pushed it inside the 20. Lewis to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third down, he drops to throw. On the run, still looking. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got the tight end outside. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Let's see what they dial up on this fourth down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He caught it! Touchdown, Buffaloes! And the beatdown has ensued.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this, this coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Washington State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Cougs ever do that? All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They'll run the screen. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. Northwestern right back to the line.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Back to pass on second down. It's complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Wildcats come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Wants to throw on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Going for the marker on the ground. Nice move there. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And this is the part of the field where it starts to be even more clear, right? I'm not backed up in my own territory. I'm getting towards midfield. 4th and inches. I can't get inches. I like my offense. I like their aggressiveness. I like the way they went and got the first down.
Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Got his man on the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Wildcats started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Flushed out of the pocket. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. Touchdown, Northwestern. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
He's looking to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They want that clock to run. Got the first down and more. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. Fourth quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Buffaloes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. What a disappointment. No good. And despite the missed field goal, guys, there's a bright side. They're still up by 16.
And that's his second miss of the day. And listen, it's a real thing, man. The wet, the ball gets heavier, like the operation doesn't go as smooth with the conditions, and I'd be shocked if we saw him again today.
Snagged in the middle, it's Wagner. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And he's just going to spike it.
QB spikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Working well behind the sticks on second down.
22
Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Not much doing there. Just picked up a couple before going out of bounds to stop the clock. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. Running inside the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Bucks! Guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
And it's your job to stop it. Keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Northwestern 12.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.